So you're not running any cold email campaigns right now because you have too many leads, too many clients to fulfill work for. You just don't want to have cold emails running right now because your lead flow is good. You're good, right? Wrong. I'm here to tell you why that is the worst idea you could possibly have for your business based on 3 years of experience working with hundreds of clients, students, customers at ListKit. And I've just seen this common thread time and time again where people will get too many leads in their pipeline. I have to fulfill work for too many clients. I'm going to shut my cold email campaigns off. Well, guess what? Shutting them off and turning them back on in 3 months from now is not as linear as you think it is. If you're booking 10 calls a month from cold email right now and you shut them off and turn them on 3 months later, you are not going to book 10 calls a month as soon as you turn the campaigns back on. Number one, all the momentum that you had, all the snowball effect that you have with your campaigns after months of testing and finding a winning angle are not just going to pick back up when you turn the campaigns back on. Because number one, the leads have to go through the 5-step sequence all over again. And number two, the angle that you were using, the copy, the strategy, the offer that you had in your outreach might not work like it is right now. The market sophisticates and changes every single day. And guess what? The offer that you're pitching right now might not work 3 months from now. So why should you always have your cold email campaigns running? Because you always want to have a consistent pipeline of deal flow in your CRM, in your cold email inbox, even if you don't need it. It's like, in what scenario where you run cold email campaigns are you going to make less money by keeping them on? Sure, you might not need the lead flow right now, but would you rather have a list of, interested and ready buyers that are ready to purchase from you when you turn your lead flow back on? Or would you rather have a ghost town and no cold email campaigns that you have to restart and, run again from scratch when the time is right? Obviously, you would rather have a deal flow or a list of people ready to buy from you when the time is right than have no deal flow at all. So you should always keep your cold email campaigns on. It's a future self problem, right? Right now, you're like, I don't need this. It'll be fine in 3 months. I'll just turn it back on. And then in 3 months, you're going to be like, dude, I wish I told myself 3 months ago to keep these campaigns running, even if it's a waste of $200 a month for the data and the domains and the outreach sending tool. Because guess what? The marginal cost of keeping your campaigns on and wasting $200, $300 a month is way less than turning them off, saving a few $100 on your margins each month, and then trying to recreate that same magic 2 months down the road, right? Literally think of it like a snowball. If you push a snowball down a hill, it's small. It's going to be rolling a little bit slow at first, but as it picks up more speed, it's going to gain more snow, get bigger, be a much more unstoppable force. And then you put up a brick wall and it blows up and the snowball is no more. When you go beyond that brick wall, which is 3 months from now when you have to turn your campaigns back on, that snowball is not the same size. It does not have the same velocity that it has right now. If you have sales velocity as a business owner, that is the most valuable asset you could possibly have. There are people that would kill for the sales velocity that you have right now, and you're going to shut your campaigns off because you don't want to spend a couple extra $100 a month. That makes no sense. So here are a few solutions if you want to keep your cold email campaigns running, or because you should keep your cold email campaigns running. Number one, turn the volume down, right? Let's say you're sending 20,000 emails a month and the deal flow is literally too much to where it's a waste. It's a negative opportunity cost or a negative return on your cold email investment. Just turn the volume down from 20,000 a month to 10,000 a month, right? 5,000 a month, 2,000 a month. At the very least, you still have leads trickling in. There's still a little bit of volume going out. Your domains are still primed and sending properly. Everything is very continuous. There's continuity going on. If you do cold turkey stop on your cold email campaigns, there's no continuity. You're literally breaking that line of continuation with your campaigns. Whereas if you just turn the volume down, that line is still going. There's less velocity, but it's still moving. The hill got, a little bit more shallow, but it's not like you're hitting a wall and blowing the snowball up. It's just slowing down a little bit. And then when you need to turn that velocity back up and keep the snowball rolling, you can just up the volume on the campaign and it's going to ramp right back up, right? That is why you should always keep your campaigns back on, or going rather, right? Even if it's less sending volume. That's number one. Number two, let's say you have way too much. Literally, you cannot take a single extra lead, a single extra sales call. You need to focus all on fulfillment. You should still keep your campaigns running. And instead of going after clients, potential leads, pivot to like a press run or a podcast appearance run or a partnership angle, right? So you have a campaign running where you reach out to podcast hosts and ask them if you can appear on their show to talk about your email marketing business or your coaching program or your SaaS, right? You have a podcast campaign going where you're getting a ton of press and organic reach and credibility and inbound leads from a podcast. And then you have one that's like reaching out to publications, right, to see if they'll feature you in an article. And then you have a campaign running for partnerships where you're literally reaching out to adjacent businesses. Like, let's say you offer email marketing, an SEO agency or a web design agency would be a perfect partnership angle for you, where you reach out to them and sell them your email marketing services as a white label, and they can sell it to their clients, and now you have access to every single one of their clients for your email marketing services. And all of a sudden you have a podcast angle where you're getting on podcasts, you have a press run where you're getting on publications, and you have a partnership angle where you're finding similar businesses that will want to partner up and do work with you. So even if you don't need the leads, even if you don't need the deal flow right now, please listen to me when I say do not pause your cold email campaigns ever. Once you have them running, even if you have to turn down the sending volume, even if you have to reach out to a different type of business, keep the domains running, keep the domains warmed up, right? It's literally like if you have, what's a good example? Let's say you own a racehorse and the horse is winning every single race. You don't want to go put that horse in the stable for 6 months and hope that when it comes out, it's going to be, doing just as good. You have the hot hand. It's like stepping away from a blackjack table when you're winning every single hand, right? That's not the best example because that's gambling. But like I'm saying, when you have the hot hand with your cold email campaigns, do not take it for granted because it might not come back ever again. That's being dramatic. But if you have the hot hand, keep it going no matter what. Keep the continuity, keep the snowball rolling. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this was a mindset shift for you that the investment into leads and domains and sending tools, even if you don't need it, is still worth it. Because right now it's May. Let's say in July or August you want more leads and you really want to scale up. You can tap into your CRM, your cold email inbox, re-engage old leads, reach back out. It's a much easier process to reach out to old leads that went a little stale than to find a batch of completely new leads from cold audiences. Keep the campaigns running, please. I beg you. Hopefully this was a good, valuable rant for you. Peace.